Street cred sports. Street cred sports. I'm crossing over. I'm Euro stepping.
Hello, this is Keenan of Street Cred Sports Training, and welcome to another episode of Time to Ball with my co-host,
Hey,
Lee Williams.
what's going on?
How you doing, people? How y'all doing out there? We hope y'all doing good. Everything good, man?
Man, everything's good, man. Just, trying to get back to a little bit of summer's over now, so it's time to do what I normally do, and that's it's been good. Talking to some players, and it's a kind of a weird thing for me, especially like when club and AAU was over,
Right.
and then football season about to kick off, so
Right.
it's getting a little bit more exciting. There's some drama during football, so that helps. When it's not, it's bad. Baseball's great. I love baseball, but I only watch baseball during the playoffs. Just being honest.
You know, when it comes to that, when I was like younger, like a lot younger, and I was, getting into all sports, I think the favorite time of year was around the middle to the end of October, where you had football, basketball, and baseball going on.
Absolutely.
Right. And I can't watch baseball. I used to love to play it when I was younger, but I can't watch it until the playoffs. It's weird.
Yeah. I'm
and it's usually like when it's cold and it's, they're getting into the, that's when I watch baseball.
And how you been?
I'm all right, man. Didn't take my allergy medication the way I was supposed to, so I sound a little hoarse, but I get it back under control.
Right.
Eating oranges and stuff like that.
Okay.
That's how it goes.
Mr. Natural over here.
I wish I was. All right. So, hope everybody is doing well again. We're going to step right into things that interest us. All right, so the first thing I want to talk about is Micah Parsons with the Cowboys.
Okay.
There's a contract dispute.
Right.
He still has, I think, a year left on his contract.
Mm-hmm.
He's outperformed it. He's looking for more money in a new contract.
Okay.
Jerry Jones, now we're not having that. The wide receiver for Washington, I think it's Terry McLaughlin.
Oh, yes, for sure.
Same thing. He's looking for more money because he's outperformed it. They're saying no. And I believe Cam Heywood of the Steelers just made the same, comment, and he's looking for more money. Now, I have absolutely no problem with these guys trying to get their money, right? I also have no problem with the ownership saying, we're not going to give y'all money. Now, I know it's kind of it seems to be a ritual, like with the Cowboys, he seems to do that a lot. But in general, they usually give in. The way I look at it is, if I ask, or whether I don't ask, I'm going to play out my years, right? I'm going to play out my contract. I'm going to kill. Now, when my contract is over, I could be out. No. Let me put it like this. If I asked and you stonewall me, I've outperformed my contract and you stonewall me and you don't want to give me a new contract, all right, you right. We good. Now I'm going to finish out my contract and I'm going to kill. Now that number is going to be high. And now I'm not even so-called worried about y'all, right? I'm looking at elsewhere.
Right.
Because ultimately, if you play your contract out and you're, a free agent, bounce.
Well, and I agree with that if you were talking basketball, but we're talking NFL football, the shadiest pro sports organization in the history of America, period.
You think that is shadiest?
Absolutely, because what they do is they franchise you.
Yeah.
They can franchise you for a year or two. And football, everybody knows, you're only a play away from ending your life.
That's true.
And your career. So, the bottom line is, the last 2 or 3 years, how long has Micah Parsons been in the league? 2 or 3 years?
No, he's
4?
I think 4.
the last four years, the Cowboys have had nothing to talk about but Micah Parsons.
Right.
Period. So Jerry Jones, I've made you money. Like you see my counterparts, right, who have come nowhere near me and what I've done for this organization.
Right.
So why not honor me and let's make this relationship a great relationship.
Right.
You know, Jerry Jones, and it started with Emmitt Smith.
Yeah.
It started with Emmitt Smith. He's done this time and time again. You know, I think it's time for him to go. I'm not a Cowboys fan. Jerry Jones is not going anywhere. But when I say it's time for him to go, it's time for him to kind of restructure how he does things. I think the older he gets, there's too much pride.
That ain't happening.
I understand that. I understand that. But here's what's going to happen. They won't win because nobody will come there. And you wonder why the running back for Baltimore had an opportunity to go to Cowboys, but nobody's messing with the Cowboys, man.
Yeah.
Just like, to me, it just hurts their relationship. But Jerry Jones has shown us time and time again, all he cares about is the dollar.
Yeah.
And what the team is making, not what the team is doing.
Yeah.
And so, and Cowboy fans are the fool who's sticking with him. Like that's
now,
I don't understand it.
Now, I agree wholeheartedly with you. I guess I need to make my position clear.
Yep.
He deserves the money. He should get it. The angle I'm coming from is, if you know I'm worth it, but then you turn around and say, you know, I don't think you worth it. I'm a stonewall you. At that point, for me, this is just for me.
Okay.
All right. Now I'm like, I don't want shit else to do with y'all. I'm gonna go through and I'm gonna play in spite of y'all, right? I'm gonna do what I'm supposed to do in spite of y'all, and then I'm out of here the first chance I get.
But potentially that's 3 more years. That's this contract, and they can
I
franchise you for 2.
I think, okay, well,
you see what I'm saying?
Yeah, but that's
this
fine.
year.
That's fine.
They franchise you, then they can franchise you again.
That's fine. I'm still gonna get paid. I'm still gonna get them.
When they franchise you, you're gonna get paid.
Yeah, I'm still gonna get my money. But every minute, every second that you don't do right by me, at the end of it, whether you franchise me for 1 or 2 years, you can't franchise. You can't keep franchising, right? Yeah. So I'm like, yeah, I'm gonna stay here, but once I get opportunity, I'm out.
As fickle as things can be, as an owner, as a coach, general manager, spokesperson, Jerry Jones, why would you want that dissension in your locker room, around the organization? I know he does it for clicks, for likes, so they continue to talk about, but at some point, Kay, I think it's going to backfire. I think Jerry Jones is a genius.
Right.
By the way, I really do.
When it comes to the marketing part.
Marketing piece, absolutely.
Yeah.
But for the most part, he does see talent.
I'll give you that. Yeah, they have been good at assembling talent. Mm-hmm. But he can't stay out of his own way with what he does and having good-minded people come in and take over the team, and that's why they've been in this drought, because of what he did.
So if you're the owner, you're not going to pay Heywood, Micah, Parsons to just let's do what we do best and play football.
Right. Right. Yeah. I mean, you know, it's not like you're asking for an outlandish amount of money. You're looking around the league and seeing what it is, and then saying, my numbers and my production have exceeded what these guys are doing, and this is what they're getting. Right. Therefore, the numbers show I should be getting this.
Right.
Whether you are, you know, penny pinching, you know, a few million and stuff off, I get that you don't always want to take the first turn. Let me ask you, if you're the owner and GM, and Micah tells you he wants all that money, are you even going to look to see if the numbers say, you know, speak that out, or you just gonna say, yeah, man, we ain't worried about that, pay him?
We're gonna have, first of all, we're gonna try and have a healthy conversation. That's important. I'm gonna let Micah Parsons know that everything he is doing and going to do is appreciated. I'm gonna let Micah Parsons know that I want you to be a Cowboy for life. However, I'm gonna let Micah Parsons know, hey, let me do our due diligence from the money side, because we got some other things we got to take care of as well. However, you are our main priority.
Damn, you sound like Jerry Jones.
I'm just saying.
So you sound like you sound like you're not just gonna pay him.
No.
You went all the way around and answered that question.
I'm gonna do my due diligence and make sure we take care of him.
Right.
But I'm not gonna say him. Jerry Jones is saying we're not even talking.
Apparently they had their conversation, and then it was crickets, right?
Mm-hmm.
According to Micah, there was conversation. They hashed it out. He told them what he wanted, and Jerry hadn't responded to anything else. And Micah's just like, okay, I thought it was good. I thought it was done in a done deal, but so.
Well, say Jerry's spinning it as if we had a deal done. You saw those guys get what they got, and now you want to up the deal.
But I mean, that's what they all played. That's what CD Lamb did. That's what Dak did.
That's the game, right?
That's the game. You see it. You outperform. What's funny is you outperform your contract. You come back and say, "I want more." I don't think I've ever seen a player underperform and come in and say, "Hey man,
right.
Yo, I didn't do well. You want to subtract a couple of million from whatever I did?" It's a one-sided game, and I get it. It's just kind of funny when you think about the fact that you don't see them coming in saying that they underperform. You only see them coming in when they outperforming. And the NFL contract, the monies and stuff, it's nowhere on par with the other sports
at all. At all.
Where you are guaranteed, and that's part of the problem.
It is.
I just think if Micah's saying he's worth $300 million, the numbers say it's 275. So I hit you with, man, look, numbers don't say 300. Numbers say 275. Now you got 25 million that you can, kind of
play with.
You'll have your hard number. He'll have his hard number. Now, if his hard number is 285, right? And Jerry's number is 285. Micah's number is 395. 295, and you can't get past that. I respect that because they both were at least look, man, right. But the way this is, don't seem like it's like that.
I agree, but the problem with the Cowboys is the guy who runs everything. That's Jerry Jones. That's the problem.
Yeah.
I will tell you this, Washington Commanders, watch yourself, okay? Your quarterback will struggle mightily if that receiver is not in place. I'm gonna tell you right now.
You think he will struggle mightily?
I said that wrong. Your team is gonna struggle mightily.
You think the team is gonna struggle mightily?
Absolutely, man. Look. This guy is a model citizen. He is loved within that community.
Oh, Terry.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. What's his last name? McLaughlin. He is loved within that community. He has spent time and hours.
Sorry. It's McLaurin.
McLaurin. Yeah. I apologize, Terry. He has spent hours and he stayed loyal to you guys when you guys were zero.
Yeah.
And for you to play like this is a major problem.
Yeah.
So congrats to you when you struggle. And I'm only a halfway fan because of Magic Johnson.
Yeah.
I say that.
And it's funny because I was thinking that with Magic in the room, Magic should come in and say, "What the hell are y'all doing?"
Yeah.
This man is, everything you said, pay this man his money.
Right.
Or we're going to get somebody in here who will take care of him.
Yeah, man. Hey, that's a problem.
Yeah.
I'm telling you right now.
Now, let me ask you, since you mentioned Washington, we weren't going to, we was talking about Micah.
Right.
Okay. My wife and I educate her on the game a lot, right? And I always tell her, when a quarterback comes in, especially a rookie quarterback, they are really good, i.e. Jaden Daniels, taking his team to NFC Championship.
The window's open, man.
I always tell her, it's year 2 and 3 that really tells you, because I always say that they're going to struggle a little bit. They're going to struggle. It's going to be harder their second year for like 95% of quarterbacks. There's that few that they're just that good.
Yeah.
And I'm not saying he's not, but what I was telling her was because now they have film on
Absolutely.
you, and now they're going to
a year of it.
A year of film, and they're going to look to work and focus on things that you don't do well, right? Do you think that he's how far of a drop do you think he'll have? Because Shroud, as great as he was his first year, he struggled his second year, and he got through it. It wasn't terrible, but he did struggle his second year, and that's why I was explaining to her. How much do you think he might struggle?
I want to put it this way: he is elite.
Oh yes,
I did not. Coming out of college, I did not think he was elite, but that was my fault because I didn't do my due diligence of watching enough LSU.
Oh, you didn't watch it when he was there?
I did not.
Oh, yo, like
I did not.
Man, if they had a defense, and it's funny because there's a Netflix show called something about SEC country or something.
Okay.
But it's about SEC, and they show with the coach that used to be Notre Dame coach. He's now LSU.
Correct.
They're following them. Had they had a defense with Jaden Daniels, yo, they are in the Final Four.
Really?
Their defense.
Oh, wow.
Their defense that year was having a lot of difficulties. But Jaden them they were scoring. It looked a lot like when Burrows was there.
I see. Wow.
Right? He was
really?
He was
Oh,
bad. He
wow.
was a bad boy.
So going back to Daniels, and watching him a lot last year, I really think that he's not gonna struggle, but his numbers will be a little bit lower than they were last year.
Absolutely. I mean, I would think, but like I said, is he in that 95%, or is he going to be in that 5% that continues to just get better? Because they're like,
Very few
I
of
would
those.
say Patrick Mahomes.
Yeah.
I would say maybe Joe Burrows. He only struggled due to injury.
Yeah, I don't count Patrick Mahomes because he truly wasn't a rookie. He had been in the league 2 or 3 years.
Was it 2?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. I think he had been a year or 2, if I'm not mistaken.
Go ahead, finish.
But they say you do learn a lot from watching, and you do have a leg up from a real rookie coming in the league.
Look, like, damn, what you is April a football aficionado? Because you always have conversations with her. We were talking because they always talk, like they had to show quarterbacks. They always talking about they got the tiers of quarterbacks,
right?
The upper echelon. And what I explained to her, I said, you know what? Off the top of my head, I can't name another era where you had so many quarterbacks that are top level that could actually win year in and year out, right? Like, okay, other than Brady, Manning, and I guess maybe Aaron Rodgers, off the top of my head, those were 3 that you probably thought they could get to the championship or probably win.
Yeah.
You got Burrows, Lamar, Allen, Mahomes. Who else? Because we went down the list.
Dak is up there, man.
Nah, I don't. No, I'm not talking about that they're really good quarterbacks.
You're
elite.
talking about that?
I'm talking
elite
in the sense that you think they could win this year. You don't think Dak could win this year,
I
right?
see. Yeah.
You think
okay.
Burrows?
Just put that team on the shoulder.
Yeah, like
and
it's like it seems like we have a lot more right now.
Yeah, I don't think there is a lot more. I think there's about two or 3. I think people think there's a lot more because of the stats and where the rules are now. You really can't hit guys like you used to be able to hit them.
Okay.
You really can't. You can't even touch a quarterback.
Right.
So the rules have changed that allowed them to be more comfortable. Back in the day, if you couldn't take a hit and you were skittish, man, you had problems because guys were coming. the league has changed. I don't want to say it's similar to basketball, but just like basketball from a defensive perspective, there's just things you can't do. And so the passing stats are jaded because the rules have changed. So that's why the guys have all these numbers. I just don't think guys are on that level of a Joe Montana.
Okay.
Go ahead.
So let's look at this. This is, quarterbacks, all like top 25 of them, right? So does Lamar have a chance to win this year? Would you think that? I'm not saying they are.
I agree.
Him?
Yeah.
Okay. Would you say Buffalo with Josh?
I would agree.
Okay. Jaden Daniels with Washington after what we saw last year?
I think it can come down a little bit.
But do you think that if he gets to the Super Bowl, you think they could get to the Super Bowl this year?
No.
Okay. All right. Jalen Hurts?
Yeah.
Okay. Joe Burrows?
Yeah.
Okay. Patrick Mahomes?
Of course.
All right. Bo Nix at Denver?
No.
Okay. Baker Mayfield?
Nope. Wait. Baker Mayfield. He's been
good. No.
Numbers.
Kyler Murray? No.
Nope.
Brock Purdy?
No.
Okay. Justin Herbert?
Nope.
Caleb Williams?
Nope.
Dak Prescott?
No.
Justin Fields?
Nope.
Drake May?
Nope.
Jared Goff? Yes. Jared Goff's a yes to me. Jordan Love? That's a yes for me.
Nah.
You don't think?
Nah.
They right there. He's been hurt the past 2 years, come back, and they've been right there. Okay, all right, so we'll just J.J. McCarthy?
Nope.
C.J. Stroud? Yeah. Right, so that's 7. Trevor Lawrence?
Nope.
Tua?
Nope.
Okay. Matthew Stafford?
Hurt back.
Yeah, but
Great quarterback.
right, so if he's not hurt, if he comes out the way he's supposed to come out, that would be number 8 for me, right?
Mm-hmm.
Cam Ward, no. Michael Penix Jr., no. Bryce Young,
Yeah.
no. So that's 8. But 8 strong ones that you say, I'm not saying they're Super Bowl contenders.
Yeah, I know.
But if you look up at
They
the end
could
of the
get
year
there.
and they're in the NFC or AFC championship or playing for the Super Bowl, you're not going to be like, oh my God, I was totally surprised by that.
But I see it differently. I see what you're saying. That's more of a team thing, but can they put them there? I just think there's only 3 or 4, in my opinion.
What 3 or 4 do you think?
Lamar,
Okay.
Allen,
Okay.
Mahomes, of course.
Okay.
That's to me. That's it, man. Those 3. I'm missing one more, I think.
Yeah. Yeah, you said Lamar.
Yep, Lamar, Allen, and Mahomes.
Lamar.
And I'm going to put golf in there.
So you don't think Burrows?
Hell. I'm taking golf out and putting Burrows in.
No, I'm keeping both of them in.
Really?
I'm keeping them
You got
in.
5?
I got more than 5, but I'm just looking at like the season, how it finished, and like, okay, for all intent and purposes, did you know, were you 100% sure that it was going to be the Chiefs and the Eagles in the Super Bowl? Because I wasn't.
Who'd you have?
I know it wasn't that I had somebody.
Oh, okay.
I wasn't saying, I was like, yo, Buffalo or Baltimore, this could be their year. If Cincy gets in the playoffs, that would have been my dark horse to make it to the Super Bowl.
I see what you're saying.
But they didn't make it because they started,
Slow as usual. Right. I think more than likely those 2 teams were going to do it. I thought Baltimore was going to get there and do what they always do. But I think this year, more than any other year, you don't know who's going to go.
Yeah, and that's kind of how I felt last year when it got to the playoffs.
I feel like that this year.
That's how I felt last year when it got to the playoffs.
Mm-hmm.
And I was like, I remember telling her, I was like, when the playoffs got, I was like, man, and look, I'm not a conspiracy theorist. I didn't go down no rabbit hole. We could go down a rabbit hole one day if we want. But I tend to think that there was some colluding going on with
Absolutely.
the Chiefs.
I didn't want to go there.
I didn't want to go there.
Like,
yo, like, okay, if we win, Cincinnati gets in. If we lose, they don't get in. We're going to take, for them to get blasted like that on the last game,
Yeah.
I think it was like everybody was like, yo, hey, y'all need to take that up, man. We ain't trying to see Joe.
That could be a point. Like, I tell you who, and April will agree with me on this, New Orleans lost out on the Super Bowl by a bad pass interference call.
Now we're going to have to edit that out. We're going to have to edit that out because I'm not going to spend another like, I've tried to show her clips of stuff. There are two that she just gets up. Like, if I show her those clips, I know it's free night tonight. I got to cook or I got to go out and get some. She don't even show. I got to sleep in another bed or whatever like that. It's the clip of the Minnesota Miracle.
Oh, man.
Which, to this day, I'm like, yo, like, what were you doing? Like, you're not trying to dislodge the ball. Just let him catch it, hold him in the bounds, and don't let him out, and the game's over.
Yeah.
The
Let's
Rams,
wrap him up.
I don't know which one is worse because I've asked her which one is worse.
The Rams. Because that's a call that's obvious.
I think because you still have an opportunity. You still have an opportunity to play. It only gets you end up going to overtime. And then what I had been telling her is when it comes down to it, they're going to make Drew throw an interception, right? He doesn't have the arm strength. He does all this.
Yeah.
That's what happened, right?
Yeah.
The Minnesota Miracle, they didn't even have a chance.
Yeah.
So to me, that one was more devastating because
and that's something you could have completely controlled.
Right. You could have completely controlled. You can't control what the refs do. It was terrible, but then you go on.
Agreed.
Like, look, you know what? We're going to go ahead and win this game in spite of what y'all did.
Yeah. Agreed. Yeah. I'm sorry, April. I apologize. I didn't mean to do that, April. But it's been on my mind for a while because nobody talks about it.
That is true.
Nobody speaks on it.
That is
It's
true.
like it's been erased from the history books.
Yeah.
And I think they told Shawn, hey, here, be quiet. I really do.
Yeah,
that was bad.
It wasn't bad. It was atrocious.
That was disgusting.
Because, like,
and they may not know. Explain to them.
Okay, so in the New Orleans, the Saints played the Rams NFC Championship to go to the Super Bowl.
Right.
It was, 2017, 18, 19,
One
maybe
of those.
somewhere those.
Between 17 and 19.
New Orleans is on the verge of scoring. There's not much time left in the fourth quarter. I think it's an out, like a little quick route.
Yep.
I think it was a 3rd and goal or something. Breeze throws it. The DB is there. When I say there, he was there. The ball is probably 3 feet away.
Oh, no doubt.
From the receiver, and he's there hitting him.
Yeah, it was bad.
It was almost like I'm going to take the penalty because I think he felt he was worried that he was going to be beat and give up a touchdown.
Yeah.
And that's always been the mindset of DBs and defense. Hey,
you're not scoring on me.
Take the penalty. We can live with the penalty, but now we at least give ourselves a chance to keep playing defense.
Yep.
What made it so bad, where it was like, you just knew they were going to get the call.
Yeah.
The referee, when I say he's standing right there, he is standing right there.
He's watching the whole thing.
He's not 5 yards behind or 5 yards in front. He is literally right there. So when it happens, you're thinking, okay, that's a flag.
I mean, the fans started cheering.
Yeah, everybody knew it was a flag.
Yeah.
And then, 5 seconds, 10 seconds go by, 15 seconds. It's like, damn, I know he saw that.
Right.
And I want to say the back judge came and they were talking.
Yeah.
If I'm not mistaken, they were talking. And then that was it.
That was it. Yeah.
And then when they showed the replay, it was like,
it was so bad.
How can you not allow?
It was so bad.
Like that referee, and I don't know the guy. Missing that call, you should be barred from ever calling an NFL game.
Period.
you shouldn't be allowed.
Period.
Right?
But everybody knew what it was, because if you know the NFL, you know what it is.
What was it? What was it?
Come on, man.
Hey, man, I ain't no syndicated show. We ain't getting canceled.
You're not finna get me followed. Bottom line is, hey, referees are paid to do what they're supposed to do, and certain teams are supposed to do certain things.
Lord.
Hey, you can look at the Chiefs' last 2 or 3 years and see. I mean, it's out there.
Man, Brady was getting. It's like we want him to win, but we don't want him to win so much. Because once they start winning and they're better, then everybody gets in that. Well, we need him to lose because we tired of them winning.
Man, I'm telling you, it's out there. That's all I'm gonna say. I mean, I'm sorry, y'all.
Hey,
y'all know.
Hey, on that note, we gonna take a break and we gonna be right back. We're back with our basketball ideology. We had to cool down, and I got phone calls from the league office. Like, yo, what y'all doing over there?
Hey.
I like, yo, dog, don't call over here with that bull. You know what? We do things the way we do things here. Well, we're looking to sponsor you. Oh, really? Let me go talk to my man.
You sorry?
I'm not doing that, man.
I apologize.
We good. All right, so let's get into basketball ideology, and we're gonna start with a question I'm gonna pose to you. I'm gonna ask the question,
Okay.
and then I'm gonna say, kind of, what made me think of it.
Okay.
Should high school, and we're going to talk about basketball, should high school players play in city leagues once the school starts? Not the basketball season, but school starts. Now, I had a player, and I've had several, more than several,
Okay.
where they're playing on a team. Once high school starts, they're August, September, they're going through their routine. They're in the gym every day, but they're still playing in city leagues on Saturdays or Sundays. Now, my feeling with that is, once high school starts and they're going every day, they're starting to prep and get ready for practice and stuff. That belongs to the school. Once the last game is over, to me, now you can get them again. The only thing that I was saying is, if you're playing on a team, city team or whatever, a travel team, and you have some type of elite competition where you're going to be playing in front of scouts in a tournament or a showcase, I'm okay with it.
Okay.
Otherwise, let those kids get in, and let me tweak it a little. I think it's more important for freshmen, because that jump from 8th grade to high school is huge. Now, if you're an established, sophomore or junior or senior, I still would say no, but I understand and respect it because you have a routine.
Mm-hmm.
What say you?
For me, again, it's who you are as a player, what your schedule was, spring and summer. I like to say when school starts, that's your time, especially the end of July. You've got that 2 or 3 weeks in August, whatever that is. Everybody starts at a different date now. I think that's your recovery period. That's your time for your body to recoup and for you to start really getting stronger from your core and those types of things. Continuing to play, I think you're being highly susceptible to injury,
right?
In my opinion. Again, once you're that freshman or sophomore that are, on the cusp of trying to become elite, or you're a college prospect, I think, you definitely don't need to be playing during when school starts. Now, I'll say this, El Paso kids, you have El Paso kids playing in leagues on Saturday and Sunday during the high school season. Now, that's an absolute no-no.
Now, the only high school kids, okay, if you didn't make the team,
That's different.
that's different.
No.
The other side of that is, the other area is, if you made the team and you're never sniffing the court,
That's agreed.
I'm okay with you playing
I'm
the city
okay
league.
with that as well.
Right now, I know coaches,
I'm okay with that as
high
well.
school coaches will take it out on you, but I'm like, well, damn, you're not even playing me.
Yeah.
Only game time I get is in practice,
Yeah.
right?
I would either. I'm a firm believer, and I'm just gonna be honest. I know my people are killing me right now. Before I say this, I'm a firm believer in training and building skill instead of playing games, because you're still going to be the same player that you are. To me, and I know you got to play. I understand that. To me, you would be better off, and I'm not just saying it because he's here. That's not who I am or what I do. To me, you would be better off with a trainer playing against somebody one-on-one than actually playing in a league game.
Now, are you talking about once the school season
I'm
starts?
talking about if I'm a player that has not and doesn't play at all, whether that's at the start of school, I make varsity and I know there's 6 guys ahead of me, right? My focus is really, how can I get better faster?
Okay.
You see what I'm saying?
Okay.
Now,
All right, I see what you're saying.
what you're speaking of is, hey, we're in season and I'm hardly playing. Something you got to do that is very uncommon. You have to, number one, figure out a way to stay in shape.
Yeah.
On game days, you're getting workouts in.
Yeah.
On game days, you're running on a treadmill, you're lifting weights. Like, you are an anomaly to anybody that's on your campus. That's something that you should be doing only where you're going to even continue to get a leg up to showcase what you do in practice. And that window is very small. So you have to make leaps and bounds as far as where you are or whoever else in front of you. You got to catch somebody. My philosophy is, I'm not even looking at the starters. I'm looking at 7th and 8th and 9th person. If I catch the 9th in a week and a half or 2, maybe it's for 3 weeks, great, I'm there. And then I'm continually building myself up. I mean, that's the only thing that you can do. If I had to play in the league, because I'm not playing at all, I think it's good to play. Personally, I've seen this work. I would go on Fort Bliss, or if y'all have a Navy base or any kind of military base, some of you guys have fantastic rec centers where older players are playing. I truly believe you get in there, you will learn a whole lot more if you ask the right questions. If you build those relationships, they will create a situation where you have to get better or you won't be playing with them as well.
Okay. The only, I always say the greatest environment for a kid to grow is the training or player development.
Right.
And then the opportunity to deploy whatever.
Yes, sir.
In games,
Yes,
right?
sir.
To me, that's the ultimate fastest.
Absolutely.
Because now,
that's why you use those two.
Right. But yeah, it's just a weird thing. What I don't want to say what bothers me, what just kind of confuses me is it makes me wonder how many of these city league teams, and I'm not just talking about El Paso, but city league teams have people who've never played at a high level and understand it, because I couldn't see myself knowing that, number one, you're practicing, you're going hard every day, right? Some schools, it's not 5 days a week, it's 6 days a week.
Oh yeah.
Right?
Oh yeah.
And you're gonna ask this kid to come in on a Saturday and Sunday. You're trying to pick this kid up so you can win a league, right? Once school starts, this is just my opinion. Once school starts, there should be no more high school season.
No, sir.
Unless you fall into that category of you didn't make your team, right?
Yeah.
You're not on the roster.
Yeah.
So yeah, you can continue.
Yeah. Agreed.
Once the season's over, it's open season.
And I'll say this: if you didn't make the team and there is a high school league, it's not going to be very good. So that's where that's where you got to go and go to your rec centers and so on and so forth. Let me ask you this, and I know you've experienced this. When an athlete comes to you, athlete and a family comes to you, and they want training because they haven't made the team, or maybe they're not getting playing time. Like, what's your process on that? Like,
what I tell them is, okay, what I try to find out, what I have asked them to do is, okay, so I need you to talk to coach and find out, coach, what do I need to do to get on the floor? Force the coach to be specific, right? Don't just say, well, I need you to get better. Yeah, but better at what? Right? Am I not rotating properly defensively? Am I not seeing the play when I'm running? Am I missing opportunities? Whatever it is, because then that could be focused on. So what I do is we'll work, once, I call it in-season training. We will work on the offensive set that they run, or defense, or whatever it is they're struggling in. So I'll just use offense. If we're going to run the play, and I'm going to be saying right here when you catch the ball, what are you looking at? Right? What do you have? What's your first thought? And then helping them to see, okay, these are gaps. These are opportunities for you to either gain an advantage and you score, or get an advantage, suck the defense in to help your teammates score. Right? Then I'm going to tell them, right now, practice is your game.
Oh, for sure.
Practice is your game.
For sure.
So you approach practice like it's a game day. When you're in there, you go hard, you're learning, you're figuring it out.
Yes, sir.
Because you have to put pressure on those other players and those coaches to see, damn, he's really picking it up. He's understanding things. Right. And then once you go in, don't try to do, once you get an opportunity, don't try to do too much. Now, having said that, there are players in certain circumstances where no matter how good they are, they won't get that opportunity.
I've seen that.
And that's sad, but overall, that's how I approach it.
I like it. So is it a mental thing as well as a physical? Okay. Is it more mental for you than the training, than the physical training?
Yeah, it's more mental, because I'm gonna tell them, like, well, you're not ready. Like, there have been some players that I'm like, look, our goal is to just make the team. We can't even worry about seeing the floor. We just need to get on the team, and we're gonna learn and develop throughout this year.
Is this varsity only, or?
Oh, this is all 4 levels. Okay, okay. I mean, because there are some players that get that make varsity and they don't play, right? And I'm big at, if you're not gonna, unless you're a senior, I need to play. I need to grow. I need to learn something. I don't learn as much sitting on the bench watching all season as I would playing most of the season. But the mental part is just getting their IQ to understand whatever it is they need to understand. Was that?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, because if you can play, your skill level is gonna help. But some players' skill level, like for instance, there's a player, he's been really dominant. And he was pretty dominant on the circuit, from what I understand, within his realm. But what I explained to him is, the way you played in the summer and with these teams is not going to be the way you play with the school. You're going to have to learn to make quicker decisions. You're not going to have the ball to be able to dance around and get your shot. You're going to have to learn and understand how to get everything within the flow. I said, and that's why I'm going to help you. Because I'm going to help you to be able to make those decisions really quick within what the scheme they're doing. You'll have pockets where you might be able to do a little something. But they're going to want the ball passed, right?
For sure.
So, all right, so let's move on to this next subject. The question is, when do you stop labeling players young? Now, I'm going to turn it over to you, because this was something that you brought up. And I actually have, encountered this, but.
Well, I guess from a high school perspective and a travel ball perspective, it's different, but for me, it's all the same.
Right.
So, you know, I'm hearing people say now, 2027 kids. That means juniors in high school, upcoming juniors, however you want to say it. Oh man, he or she is still young. And I'm looking around like, junior, like when you're a junior, you are not young.
Right.
And my process is a little bit sped up, and I'll explain it this way. For us, when you are a junior, that's your last year of AAU. So you are the top of the food chain as far as age.
Okay.
We don't even look at seniors at all. And I know that's common in some organizations that, 2025s probably play this year. For us, like you have to have something that you're either going to get to, or we've been very blessed and fortunate to make sure our 25s our seniors are signed now or offered. Now, for me, my thought process is if you're an incoming sophomore, you're not young. It's
Right.
Just my thought. You are not young.
Right.
Especially if you've played varsity as a freshman.
Right.
You are not young. And so I think when you put this on players, hey, you're young, you still got time, and that almost gets them to scale back their motor, scale back their intent to really be great. For me, I'm always telling people, hey, you don't have much time. And it could be an injury, God forbid, that takes the game away from you. And now you have to really regroup and recoup and double time it to get to where you were and surpass that. So young for me is middle school entering high school. To me, that's young.
Now I agree 100% with you. I'll say there are little pockets of, you can still say, hey, you're still young in some facets, where it's like development wise, but if you've been playing a certain amount of years, you can't be.
Very true.
I will say the only time I would say it is if you have a kid who's never played the sport, and let's say I'll use Pascal Siakam. I think Pascal Siakam had never played basketball until his junior, I think sophomore, junior year is the first time he ever played. And look at where he is now. Obviously, his height, he was natural, in some instances.
It's your footwork, soccer.
But if I was to say, man, he's still young, what I'm referring to is his knowledge and IQ and stuff of the game. He hadn't been playing it, right? So you're 100% correct. I think there's a very, very tiny percentage where young would apply to, but it can't apply to a kid who's been playing. If you've been playing since 5th, 6th grade, and now you're in high school, you can't apply that. You're still young.
And to your point, there has to be a lot more specificity as far as who you are, what your skill level is. Like if someone says he's raw, right? To me, that's saying he's still young as far as the game playing. It's not saying, he's young at age or young at,
I like that. I like that term better.
When we say, hey, man, this kid's a junior, but he or she's raw.
Right.
That's immediately telling someone, hey, they haven't had the experience playing, and they're still just learning the game.
Right. Yeah. No. That I think that should be the term that they use, raw, as opposed to young.
Gotcha.
Because young does imply what do you mean they're young? They've been playing all this time. So I think it's very fascinating. I do tend to think that people put that label, and it's kind of a cop-out sometimes.
Boom,
to
there
negate,
it is.
To negate, why would you make that decision on the court? So.
Yeah.
But that's that's interesting. So we're going to move on to everybody's favorite segment.
Let's
You
go.
done lost your damn mind.
Let's get it.
All right, man.
Yep. Come on. Tell me. What you got?
I'm talking about athleticism and dunking.
Okay.
Since we was talking about it last week.
Okay.
I happened to be listening to something, and it was talking about Shawn Kemp. Shawn Kemp was talking. And then I started thinking, who could I compare Shawn Kemp to as far as a leaping ability that was about his same height, right? You know, area. And I thought of Dominic Wilkins.
Ooh.
So my question was, who do you think was a more athletic and electrifying dunker?
To me, it's when you speak of electrifying and dunking and you add the term athleticism,
Right.
to me it's not close. It's Shawn Kemp.
Yeah.
By far.
Yeah.
And we're talking about a high school kid coming in the league.
Yeah.
You know, now Dominic was very powerful. Not that Shawn Kemp wasn't, but Dominic was very powerful. But when you talk about, twerking your body and turning in many different ways, and left hand, right hand, and catching bad lobs and running the floor and handling the ball and going coast to coast with in and out moves, and as you say, blow by moves and moves to get past people and then dunk. Like, to me, Shawn Kemp was one of the best. I don't think there has not been anyone like Shawn Kemp.
Yeah.
Most people would say Giannis, but Giannis is not like Shawn Kemp
Giannis
at all.
Giannis doesn't have that athletic. Like Shawn Kemp, I think could be considered one-on-one.
Yeah. Oh, no doubt about it. And see, my high school coach, my junior year, Pete Lewinsky, showed us we watched Indiana high school basketball. He's from the Midwest, Michigan area. Pete Lewinsky, what's up, coach? I'm still mad at you, but anyway, he got this video, like, hey, this is what high school players are supposed to look like.
Right.
I mean, I could dunk in high school. I could dunk like going into, as an 8th grader going into my freshman year. So I mean, it wasn't a big deal to me. So I watched it and I was like, okay. At 6'11", playing a 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5.
Yeah.
I mean, I was really, just being honest, a fan since then. It just showed you a different perspective of basketball. Yeah. And it really made me work a whole lot harder to understand, okay, I'm not here, but I'm right here, but I could still.
Yeah, you can work to get there.
Yeah, I can still work to get there.
Yeah.
For sure.
Yeah. I'm starting to hate this. I might have to, instead of saying you done lost your damn mind, I might have to start saying, hey, what do y'all agree on? Because I agree. I mean, I actually knew that you were gonna say Shawn Kemp.
Did you?
Yeah. I can't try to fight and say Dominic. Dominic was powerful, but Shawn Kemp's skill level, his handle, and all of that stuff that you said. Yeah,
who,
man.
Who was like him? Honestly,
I can't.
Who was close?
I can't.
Big Dog Robinson?
No. I can't.
Derek Coleman?
No, not like Shawn, man.
Yeah.
Not like Shawn. You could go down the list and you're like, yeah, he ain't. That's not like
Stromile Swift?
Stromile is in the neighborhood,
right?
He's in the neighborhood.
Stromile Swift. Look him up. If you don't,
is in
look
the
him
neighborhood.
Up. Oh boy. Yeah, that's it.
Stromile Swift is in the neighborhood.
My goodness.
There's probably a few more that are in the neighborhood.
Darius Miles?
I think Darius,
from a handle perspective,
I think Darius Miles could be in the neighborhood.
Okay.
Stromile Swift might be on the street. Like what's his name? What's his name said? That was with the Dolphins. What, the 72? I can't think of his name. He passed away. But
the running back.
Yeah, they were undefeated.
Yeah.
And as the Patriots were winning, they was like, he ain't even in our neighborhood right now. They ain't. Right. So then as they got closer, they finished the season undefeated. Then they asked him again, Mercury Morris.
There it is.
He was like, Well, he said, well, yeah, they in the neighborhood right now.
Yep.
When they got to the championship,
And
they asked
lost,
him, he's
man.
like, they were, before the Super Bowl play, they asked him where he's like, yeah, they not just on the block, they at the house right now. They
Right.
knocking on the door.
Yeah.
Yeah, so yeah, we might have to try to look at compiling a list of stuff, man, and debate on it. That might be cool.
Ladies and gentlemen, if some of you younger athletes, younger parents don't know who Shawn Kemp is, please.
Yeah, that
Hey.
man put
Wow.
man put a dude on the poster so bad. When he turned around and looked at him, old boy was like, "Yo,
Shook his hand. Yeah.
like, hey, yo,
Yeah. Oh,
like,
man.
yeah."
Woo.
And it was crazy because when they played Chicago, I was like, they don't have an answer for Shawn Kemp,
No,
they didn't.
Nope.
But they didn't. I don't think they played that series. I don't think they
I think
played
it was
the series.
coaching.
Yeah,
I
I
think it
don't
was
think they played the series correct. But all right, so we're gonna leave it there. I'm still trying, y'all. I'm still trying to find something
Hey.
that we can argue with.
Hey.
You know, we start like, man, stay on your side. This is your side of the table, man. Stay on, don't be over here. I can't find it, y'all.
Hey.
I ain't gonna try to manufacture it. It's got to come organically. But we still have a great conversation about it.
Absolutely.
That's the thing.
Absolutely.
So,
a lot of our basketball ideology and thought process is in line. You know, obviously we play the guard position. That also helps too. You know, my birth and some of my upbringing was in the same area as well. However, there are some things we do disagree on.
yeah.
For sure.
We're going to have to make a list of that.
Yeah.
And then next time,
Yeah.
it's just going to be about disagreement.
Yeah.
It's going to be some
Yeah.
furniture moving.
Let's get it. Hey, ladies and gentlemen, when you see this table flip over, don't call the police. We understand how far to go, but it's coming.
Table going to blow. So what up? Boo! And it's going to be signal dead.
Hey.
They're going to be like, what happened?
Mama, you hear the poop? That's on him.
Hey, you
That's
talking,
on him.
you talking about your mama, right?
I'm talking about yours.
All right, okay, so that's how it's gonna start right there. He gonna be talking about my mama, and then all hell gonna break loose. All right, so like, subscribe, comment, follow. Let us know what you think. Keep in tune with us. You know, at some point, I'm going to get some Time to Ball shirts. I just have been preoccupied
Been
with
a busy
stuff.
month for sure.
But there will be some. Maybe I'll say, hey, if you comment, you get a free shirt.
Oh,
Who knows?
there you go.
All right?
There you go.
So, with all that being said, appreciate y'all time. And always remember, if it was easy, everyone would be doing it. We out.
Peace.
Street cred sports, say it with your chest. Yeah. Go get it from the net. Street cred sports, okay, that's a bet.